Hello and welcome back to Daily English with Lily and Leo. I'm Lily.
And I'm Leo. So glad you're here today.
Today we're talking about one of those questions that sounds simple but gets very personal very quickly. Where do you want to live, city or village?
And I feel like we are literally the two most qualified people to discuss this. Because I grew up in a small village, you grew up in a city.
Completely different childhoods. So today we're going to share those experiences, talk about what we love and what we miss, and along the way we're going to look at a very useful grammar point.
Wish. Specifically, wish plus would and wish plus past simple. Because both of us have very strong feelings about this topic, and strong feelings are perfect for practicing wish.
Strong feelings is one way to put it. But before we start, if you're new here, please subscribe. It's completely free. New episodes come out every week, and it genuinely means a lot to us.
All right, city versus village. Let me just start with the village because I think people have a very romantic idea of it, and I grew up there, so I feel qualified to correct the record.
Go on then. Set the record straight.
Okay, my village. Maybe 300 houses, fields in every direction, a forest behind the last row of houses, one shop, it closed at 6, one bus that came twice a day, and if you missed it, that was your problem.
One bus, twice a day.
And this was considered perfectly adequate. I remember my dad saying, at least there's a bus. Like that was a luxury. The bus was the luxury.
That's amazing.
And as a small child, honestly, it was fine. I played football in the field, explored the forest with Tom. You've heard me mention Tom, the vinyl records guy. He's from the same village. And I played video games, which, as we said last episode, is actually how I started learning English.
Curious. But at some point, it stopped being enough?
Around 13, 14, you start wanting things to happen. Concerts, cinemas, people who are interested in the same things you are. And all of that was somewhere else, always somewhere else. I used to sit in the field thinking, I wish I lived somewhere with a metro. I wish I lived somewhere with more than one bus.
Those are very specific wishes.
They felt urgent, extremely urgent, like existential. But now when I go back for a family, Christmas, Easter, I walk out of my parents' house and it's just fields and trees and this silence that you simply cannot find anywhere in the city. No background noise, no engines, just wind, occasionally a dog.
Interesting. And do you miss it?
I miss the quiet. I don't miss the 2 buses.
Fair. What about you in the Canal City? What was that like growing up? I loved it. I still love it, honestly. Cycling everywhere, that's just how you get around. Nobody drives in the city center. Everybody cycles. Old bridges, water everywhere you look, and yes, a lot of rain.
A lot of rain, we know.
I say it every time because it's true. But even the rain, there's something cozy about it when you're cycling home at dusk and all the lights are on inside the cafes and everything looks golden through the window. It's a bit cinematic.
Cinematic rain. Very romantic.
I know, but it genuinely is. And the energy, there was always something happening. A market, an exhibition, a festival. As a teenager, I never felt cut off from things. I could just get on my bike and go.
Was it ever too much, though? Too cramped, too urban, too loud?
Sometimes, when everyone is cycling in the same direction and the umbrellas are all colliding and the trams are running late. Yes, sometimes I wished it would just stop for an hour. I wish the city would slow down. I wish people would stop rushing.
That's a grammar sentence right there.
I know, I'm warming up. But even then, I never wanted to escape. I just wanted a pause, a morning off from all that energy.
And is there anything from the village life that you ever wished you'd had growing up?
Nature, actually. When you describe the forest, I think about that. My morning runs here go along the canal, which is lovely, but sometimes I genuinely wish I had fields to run through. The kind of run where you don't see another person for 30 minutes.
See, that's what I never appreciated at the time. I ran through fields every day as a kid because there was nothing else, and I just wanted a metro.
And now you'd pay for those fields.
The grass is always greener, sometimes literally.
Okay, tell me about Tom. He still lives there, right, in the village?
He does. Works remotely now, some kind of consulting. I'm not entirely sure of the details. But he lives in the same village, in a house he rents from an older couple, and he has a whole room for his vinyl records, floor to ceiling.
And is he happy?
That's the thing. He seems genuinely content. When I visit him, he's sitting on the porch in the evening playing guitar, no noise except the birds and the occasional tractor, and he has this pace. Very calm, very deliberate. He makes coffee slowly. He walks slowly. Time moves differently there.
And do you envy it?
A small part of me, yes. But Tom also says he misses concerts. He misses just walking to a bar at 9 at night because you feel like it. He misses the energy of a city in the evening, so he romanticizes the city the way I romanticize his porch.
Everyone wants what they don't have.
Always. And look, even Nina, who left her corporate job to teach yoga, said that when she made the switch, she moved to a quieter neighborhood deliberately. She said she needed the pace to match her new life.
Right. It's not just city or village. It's the pace of everything around you. And pace is actually one of our vocab words today, so let's hold that thought.
And what about practically? If you were choosing right now, city or village?
I need the city for work, for social life, for being near people and things happening. But I think someday, maybe 10 years from now, somewhere with water and more quiet. Not isolated, but slower.
Someday. Put it in the jar.
How is the jar, by the way?
So, Biscuit knocked it off the shelf this morning. I came into the kitchen and it was just lying on its side on the floor.
How much survived?
All of it. The lid was on tight, but she just sat next to it for 10 minutes before she pushed it, very methodically. I think she was investigating.
Investigating the funds.
Checking the accounts. Balance is currently €4.60. I found a 10-cent coin under the rug when I was cleaning, so we're up slightly.
Progress! That's the most stable the jar has been in months.
Biscuit provides a certain financial oversight. I feel watched.
Don't rate it. Okay, shall we do vocabulary? 5 words from today.
First word, rural.
Rural. This means relating to the countryside, not the city. Leo grew up in a rural area. Fields, forests, not much to do, one bus.
Very accurate description. Second word, urban.
Urban is the opposite. It means relating to a city or large town. Urban life can be exciting, but it comes with noise and a fast pace, and sometimes, frankly, not enough trees.
Third word, commute.
Commute. This is the regular journey between your home and your workplace. In the city, commutes can be long and exhausting. In a rural area, your commute might be 0 if you work from home, like Tom.
Tom's commute is walk from bedroom to desk. Fourth word, cramped.
Cramped means uncomfortably small and tight for space. My old flat was a bit cramped. The kitchen was tiny and the hallway was basically a corridor, but I didn't mind because the light was good.
Good light fixes everything. Fifth word, pace.
Pace, the speed or rhythm at which something happens. The pace of village life is slower than city life, and one of the hardest things when you move is adjusting to a new pace. Your body expects one rhythm and finds another.
That's really well put. And it applies to language learning too, finding your own pace instead of comparing yourself to everyone else.
We'll come back to that in motivation. First, grammar. Today, wish plus would and wish plus past simple, 2 related structures. We've already used both today without stopping to explain them.
Curious. Let's start with the basic idea. What does wish do in English?
Wish expresses that you want something to be different, not in the future, that's hope. Wish is about the present or about repeated situations you're frustrated with, and it uses special tense patterns that confuse a lot of learners.
Okay, so pattern 1.
Pattern 1, wish plus past simple. This is for states, the way things are right now, that you want to be different. The important thing to remember is even though you use a past tense verb, you're talking about the present. I wish I lived closer to nature. That means, right now, I don't live close to nature and I want it to be different.
So it's a present meaning with a past form.
Exactly. I wish I had a garden. I wish it wasn't raining. I wish I knew more people here. All present situations, all imagined differently.
I can try one. I wish I lived somewhere with a bigger kitchen.
Perfect. That's wish plus past simple, a state you want to be different.
I wish I had a porch like Tom.
Very good. Pattern 2, wish plus would. This one is for repeated behaviors or ongoing situations that annoy you or that you want to change. Not just states, but things that keep happening. I wish the traffic would stop. I wish it would stop raining. I wish the neighbors would be a bit quieter.
So what's the actual difference? When do I use past simple and when do I use would?
Think of it this way. Past simple is for facts about how things are. I wish I lived. I wish I had. Would is for things that keep happening, especially when you're frustrated with them. I wish the bus would come more often. The bus keeps being infrequent. You want that to change.
So I could say, I wish I lived in a village.
State. Yes, perfect.
And I wish the city would slow down.
Yes, that's the behavior. The city keeps moving fast. You want it to change. Exactly right.
Can I practice with Biscuit?
Please.
I wish Biscuit would stop knocking things off the shelf.
Beautiful. Repeated behavior. She keeps doing it. You want it to stop. Wish plus would.
I wish she would let me sleep past 7.
Also perfect. Now, one important rule, you cannot say, I wish I would. When you're talking about your own behavior, use wish plus past simple or wish plus could. I wish I got up earlier. I wish I could run 5 kilometers without stopping. Not, I wish I would get up earlier. That sounds wrong to native speakers.
Why?
It's a question of agency. Would is used when you want something or someone else to change. You're directing it outward. You don't use would to wish things about yourself. It just feels wrong, the way some grammar things just feel wrong.
So if I want to wish something about myself, it's I wish I ran more, I wish I ate better, I wish I woke up earlier.
Exactly. All past simple. And for abilities or possibilities, use could. I wish I could speak French properly.
I used my entire French vocabulary in one sentence last episode. There's nothing left to wish for.
You peaked. Okay, one last thing about wish. You can also use wish plus past perfect to talk about past regrets. I wish I had studied harder. I wish I hadn't missed that bus. But that's a whole separate conversation. For today, past simple for present states, would for ongoing situations and frustrating habits.
Let's do one round of quick examples before we move on.
Go for it.
I wish I lived near the sea.
Past simple, state. Perfect.
I wish the pigeons outside would stop waking me up at 5.
Would. Repeated behavior. Also very relatable.
I wish I could speak 6 languages.
Could. Ability. Good. Your turn to quiz me.
I wish Lily would agree that pizza is dinner food.
That is grammatically correct and completely wrong in substance. Pizza is a breakfast food. I've been saying it for 20 episodes.
And I wish you would change your mind.
Wish plus would for things that are not going to happen.
Exactly. Some behaviors refuse to change.
Okay, motivation time. What did today make you think about?
Honestly, that the place you live shapes your pace. And your pace shapes everything. How you feel, how you work, how you learn. And most people never consciously choose their pace. They just absorb whatever is around them.
That's it. That's the thing. When I was a programmer living in the city, the pace was just fast. Always. And I didn't realize how much energy that was taking until I slowed down. Now I choose mornings deliberately. I run before the city wakes up. That's my pace, not the city's.
And Tom chose to stay in the village, not because he had to, he could move. He chose the pace. That's different from just being there by default.
Choosing your pace. I like that.
And for language learning, same thing. Don't copy someone else's pace. Some people do 30 new words a day and are fine. Other people do 5 words deeply, and that works better. The pace that sticks is the one that fits your life.
Whether that's a canal city, a small village, or a flat where you can touch both walls.
My flat is cozy, architecturally intimate.
That's a beautiful way to put it. 1% every day.
1% every day.
Wherever you are, at whatever pace you can manage.
All right, let's close out. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Daily English with Lily and Leo.
If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. It's completely free, it comes out every week, and honestly, knowing people are listening makes this whole thing worth doing.
This week, we'd love to know, where do you live right now and what do you wish were different? Try to use wish plus past simple or wish plus would. Write it in the comments. We read every single one.
Whether you wish you lived near the sea, or you wish the traffic would stop, or you wish your cat would stop supervising your finances.
All valid, all grammatically useful.
Check the episode description for today's vocabulary and grammar summary. Everything is there for your flashcards.
See you next week.
Take care, 1% every day.